Hi guys, welcome to the channel, and today these are all my pickups for May 2023. Right, so it's been a really interesting month, for good and an interesting month. Started with my trusty piece of paper with my digital pickups. Missed in April, I bought some for the Switch. I bought the Shinobi and the Puyo Puyo 2 Sega Ages collections. They were on there, not collections, the actual games they released on the Nintendo Online store. Yeah, they were down to ridiculously cheap, something like £1.79 each, so I got them. Xbox this month, I got the full Killer Instinct Super Duper Ultra Edition, because I've had Seasons 1 and 2 forever, and I could play it on the Xbox Game Pass. I like the idea of actually owning the whole thing, and I do love that game. I just wish I could put more time into it. I then bought Q-Byte Classics Thunderbolt Collection by PQ. Yeah, haven't played it yet, but again it was on my watch list on offer, so I picked it up. I then bought Final Vendetta. Really good game, really enjoyed that. I bought one and Adrian bought one, and it was really cool, but the one Adrian bought he kind of regretted afterwards. It was down to like a £5, but it was really weird. I can't remember the name of it. They had little creatures, little like animals and so forth. Really strange. The last one I picked up was Ultra Street Fighter 4. Yeah, so on Xbox, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is actually like an upgrade pack. So basically, if you don't own Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition, you know, you don't get it. It's weird. So it was like down to £2.70 something or other. But luckily, if I got Super Street Fighter 2 Arcade Edition, I think it was called, via Xbox Gold many months back. So I downloaded the Ultimate, not knowing it was an add-on pack. It just wasn't showing. But after mucking about, uninstalling, re-downloading, figured out what it actually does. It loads up Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and basically what happens is this. It's the same start and everything, but as soon as you get to the character screen, but the main hub screen, it says Ultra Street Fighter 4 down there. So yeah, so let's get on to my normal pickups. CEX, Avatar the game. Been wanting to get this for a while. My daughter Paige had it back in the day. She played it, enjoyed it. And I watched the Avatar film this year, really enjoyed the film, so the game's apparently quite good. I know there's an Ubisoft game for Avatar coming out soon, so we'll see. I mean, maybe cut my teeth on that one. The next one was a visit to Game, and in Game it was doing this for £25. Which is fantastic considering at the moment it's still on Facebook Marketplace, it goes for like 45 quid. And this was second hand from Games, and Game have actually started to get quite good now. Which brings into my next deal. My next deal was they did a 3 for 2. And so the ones I got were 47 new hits just since 2014. That's from the daughter to play. And the other one she actually bought was Dragon Age Inquisition. And the one I wanted the most was this, which was pre-owned at £4.99. The Observer. System Redux version, Day 1 edition. Yeah, it's Ruger Hauer. It's a live action story thing. Always wanted to get it, so you know it's always been like 40 quid, £4.99, and then got that. So his daughter's playing in Dragon Age. So I think I paid like 7-8 quid for the lot. Next, it's been a few months, but maybe 1 month actually. My Man in Japan has come through. So what have we got this month? So yeah, Steve Bailey. A link down below if you want anything from Japan, any games and stuff. He's the best man to talk to. He's out and about hunting all the time for games, so sometimes he gets some real gems. And it was crazy that he had this and I didn't have it. I always thought I had this game, and well, I actually do now, and that is Capcom vs SNK 2 on the Dreamcast. So this is all complete with spine card, reg card and stuff. I mean, it's not the one that comes with a fan disc, but you can buy the fan disc separate. But I remember actually buying this for my modded Dreamcast back in the day. By modded I meant you put different discs in to play your import games. And really freaking enjoyed it. Before I played it anywhere else, I actually played it on the modded Dreamcast. And never came out in PAL or America, so I had to get a Japanese version, but of course that's what I did. Next up was another CEX purchase. I kind of like playing these games with Richard, and this one was a really good price because we do co-op now and again. That is The Quarry, and at £12 already. You know, it's quite new as well. I don't know why it went so cheap so quick. But I ain't going to complain about that, so I picked it up. Next up, a massive shout out goes to my friend Joe. So everyone knows Zelda came out in May. Now me, I wasn't going to get it. I was happy to wait and get it down the line. But no, launch day, she bought me a copy from Amazon, had it sent to my door. Already installed, not played it. I haven't got the time required for the mammoth task of playing it, but I will very soon. Because I've heard it's massive compared to the first game. I absolutely love the first game, and I'm really looking forward to playing this. But Joe went all out for me. So when she ordered this one, she got a partner Adrian's one as well. But for me, she got me one with a poster. Yeah, cool, because I love like little posters, little game flyers and stuff like that. And then when Adrian turned up the same week, basically with his one, he got 3 stickers, and he gave them to me because I'm a saddo that likes weird collectibles. But yeah, heard nothing but good things about this game. The only thing I'd say for a negative, which is like people like me, is time. Hundreds of hours game, and I struggle to get any time ever these days, but I will try. And you know, I'm going to actually retire in hopefully the next, well, in just over 20 years, so I can play my games in. So if you watched my last CEX, playing the roulette, whatever it's called, playing the CEX lottery, at the end of it you see I ended up with 4 good games. Tilt and NASCAR both had disk rot and refused to load, and when I took them back, I explained to the people at CX, and I showed them, and they were like, oh, we don't care, we're just going to send it back to the store. But anyway, if you watch that video, you'll know I knocked 2 more games off my Saturn list. I got Scorcher and Mech Warrior. That is pretty pants, but that's not bad. Enjoyed playing it for a little while, and I might go back to it later on down the line, you never know. Next we have 2 local pickups, so really into the Switch at the moment. I'm actually playing Astral Chain, and it's fantastic, amazing game, Platinum Games, really enjoying it. The combat is fantastic, it's different, it's very different. Highly recommend, I'm about halfway through it now. But yeah, so I do enjoy playing the Switch at last, and there's one game I've always wanted to get. I played the demo, it's always been too expensive, it was like £35–40, and then someone was selling it locally for 20 quid, so I picked it up, and that is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Did you know Kirby's actually named after a lawyer? Won some case for Nintendo back in the day. So yeah, played the demo, loved it, got to the car park. I've never actually spent much time playing a Kirby game ever in the past, but this one I will. And literally the next day, the lady had other Switch games for sale, and she said, I've got this one you can have for £20 as well if you want. So I'm like, okay then. So I picked up Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. So I had to look this up because I didn't know what it was. It was a Wii game, and the only downer about it is the fact it's only about 6 hours of content. But I'll look forward to that. Obviously you can unlock more when you play and do stuff, but from start to finish it's about 6 hours. And so that looks good. I mean, why get one Kirby game when you can have 2? Next up, went to my buddy Jimmy's shop in Dover, Game Base, and he had something in there I looked at 2 weeks ago. And I was like, I want that, but I'm not sure yet. And I went in there the other day, and I said to him, Jimmy, have you still got what I asked you had the other week? And he went, yeah, all right. And he did me an amazing price on this thing. This is something I've been after for a long time, but I've never found one in the wild that's complete. I bought a GameCube Wavebird controller. So yeah, I can now play my GameCube games wirelessly. I've actually been playing the GameCube a lot this last year or so, a lot more than I have done before. And it's so irritating because whereas you can get the cable extenders, it's not close enough. And I've heard nothing but praise for these things. People saying, yep, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So I'm really chuffed, and I'm really happy with the price he gave me on it. And it's got batteries. I didn't put them in. I took them out when I was looking at it the other day, and obviously they put them back in. So yeah, so it's Game Base in Dover. Guys, you really need to go over. He's got some amazing stock at the moment, and he's running this thing where he's joined this like group of other, I'm not sure how it goes, shops or something or other, where if you're after a game, you can ask them, and he can then see if the other shops have got them, and if they've got them, you know, he can get it sent to his store for you, and they can tell you the condition and stuff like that. I think that is absolutely awesome. So I literally sent him a to get list the other day, and we ended the month with, I was pretty spent out and done this month, and I went to see my sister, my brother-in-law, My brother-in-law collects die-cast cars, trucks, vans, anything. He's a massive collection. Tends to get a collection of stuff of his cars, and then he moves on and upgrades to different things, or he sells that and goes to that. But over the years, he's always had really good collections going. When I went round there, he'd bought a Sega Master System off someone. And I was just like, wow, when was the last time I bought a Master System game? So I had a look for his games, and there was like 2 that I didn't have, and I didn't need to buy them, I just didn't have them for a collection. I just thought, well, I work my ass off all the time. Let's treat myself for some Master System games that can go on the shelf and gather dust. The first one I bought was Land of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Pretty sure I have this on the Mega Drive, so I hope this could be a good version. These, I mean, I was so shocked. Look, it's even got the receipt in it. Let's have a look. Game Nation, 168 Mortimer Street. When was this dated? No, there's no date unfortunately, but whoever bought this from there paid £12 for it. So yeah, that was the first one, and he had one more. And this one more I've never actually seen in a shop, or seen it in such good condition. Now I've got the Mega Drive version, and I love the Mega Drive version, and from what I've heard, this version's not very good. But for £10, you know, £20 for the 2 Master System games, I was well happy. And that's it. Robocop versus Terminator. And I mean, what I'll do for the Playing Master System games, I use the Master System converter from a Mega Drive. My Master System is actually system's own storage. You don't really need them out. I mean, Mega Drive pad's fine. But yeah, so I picked this up again. I mean, absolutely mint condition, of course, but especially when they fall out of the case like so. I mean, it's like it's barely ever been touched, and obviously the cart's been in and out of the machine a few times. But yeah, I was well happy with that. So there we go, guys. Have you had any nice pickups this month? Have any of you started on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? How are you getting on with it, and how are you finding the combat? And basically, how much time are you sinking into it? So yeah, that will do me this month for May. I'll get the month right this one. I was so wrong last month. But there we go. So a massive thank you must go out to Jo first of all. She didn't have to do the Zelda. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And also Jimmy for doing me such an amazing deal on the Wavebird. So yeah, go to Dover, go to GameBase, buy some stuff from his shop because it is awesome. And also Steve, my man in Japan, Steve Bailey, for the Capcom vs SNK 2, finally on the Japanese Dreamcast. So that'll do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later.